Not every vehicle is a good idea. Some of them are poorly designed, unreliable, inconvenient, or all three at once. And yet, people keep buying them. Over the years, several vans have earned a reputation for poor performance, questionable technical equipment, and owners' frustration. But despite all this, they are still on their way, and they're still selling. Today, we present a list of the 8 worst vans ever created and try to understand why people keep buying them anyway.
Make sure to subscribe and smash the like button.
Corvair-based motorhomes, such as the Ultravan and Corvan campers, were built on the rear engine platform developed by Chevrolet for the Corvair. They used an air-cooled flat-six engine, producing around 95 to 110 horsepower, mounted in the rear to allow a flat interior floor. These motorhomes were lightweight, often under 5,500 pounds, which gave them better fuel economy than larger RVs of the 1960s, sometimes reaching 15 to 18 mpg, impressive for a motorhome of that era. However, they inherited important limitations. The rear engine design struggled when pushing the heavier motorhome body, especially on hills. Cooling efficiency was critical, and overheating could occur under heavy loads. Parts availability also became a problem after Corvair production ended in 1969, making long-term maintenance more difficult. Handling could also feel unusual due to the rear weight bias, especially for inexperienced drivers. Fewer than 400 Corvair-based motorhomes were built, making them rare today. They were not failures in concept. They proved that compact, efficient motorhomes were possible decades before modern small RVs became popular. Today, they are remembered as innovative experiments that combined fuel efficiency, lightweight design, and creative engineering, despite the platform's controversial reputation. The Revcon motorhome prototypes of the late 1960s, built by Revcon, shocked the RV industry because they abandoned traditional truck-based construction. Instead of using a body-on-frame chassis, Revcon engineered a front-wheel drive, aircraft-inspired aluminum monocoque structure. This dramatically reduced weight while increasing structural rigidity. Early prototypes used a 425 cubic inch V8 sourced from Oldsmobile, paired with a front-wheel drive system adapted from Coronado, producing around 375 horsepower. That was extraordinary power for a motorhome in the late 1960s. The low-profile design improved aerodynamics compared to boxy RVs of the time, allowing better highway stability and relatively improved fuel efficiency. The front-wheel drive layout eliminated a driveshaft tunnel, giving the interior a flat floor and more usable living space. Independent front suspension improved ride comfort, making it feel more controlled at speed than traditional motorhomes built on truck frames. These engineering choices made the Revcon prototypes feel decades ahead of competitors. However, complexity and cost were major drawbacks. The aluminum body and specialized drivetrain made repairs expensive, and maintenance required knowledge beyond typical RV service shops. Despite these challenges, the prototypes proved that motorhomes did not have to be slow, heavy, and crude. They introduced ideas, lightweight construction, improved aerodynamics, and integrated chassis design that would influence premium motorhomes for years to come. In the 1960s, Airstream, already famous for its aluminum travel trailers, experimented with building fully self-powered motorhomes under the land yacht concept. Instead of simply towing a trailer, Airstream aimed to integrate its signature riveted aluminum body with a complete drivetrain. Early prototypes were built on heavy-duty chassis platforms and focused on combining aerodynamic design with long-distance comfort. The goal was to create a motorhome that carried the same structural integrity and craftsmanship as their trailers, but with independent mobility. These early experiments emphasized lightweight aluminum construction, improved aerodynamics compared to box-style RVs, and high interior build quality. Many prototypes featured aircraft-style riveted panels, efficient space utilization, and luxury-oriented interiors. Engines were sourced from major American manufacturers, typically V8 power plants capable of moving the large body at highway speeds. Compared to many RVs of the era, Airstream's approach aimed for better stability, reduced wind resistance, and premium craftsmanship rather than pure size. However, cost and complexity limited widespread production during the early prototype phase. Integrating aluminum coachwork with motorized chassis systems proved expensive, and the RV market was still developing. Despite this, the land yacht concept laid the foundation for later Airstream motorhomes and influenced future Class A designs. These prototypes demonstrated that motorhomes could combine durability, aerodynamics, and long-range touring comfort, an idea that would shape premium RV design for decades. The Ultravan, produced from 1962 to 1970 by Ultravan Motor Coach Corporation, was one of the most radical motorhomes ever engineered. It did not look like a traditional RV built on a truck frame. Instead, it resembled an aircraft fuselage mounted on wheels. Its rounded aluminum body, smooth sides, and low stance were inspired directly by aviation design principles. The goal was simple but ambitious: create a lightweight, aerodynamic motor coach that delivered better efficiency, stability, and comfort than the heavy, box-shaped motorhomes dominating the market. Unlike conventional RVs of the 1960s, the Ultravan used an aluminum monocoque structure rather than a body-on-frame design. This significantly reduced weight, with many models weighing under 6,000 pounds, remarkably light for a fully self-contained motorhome. Power came from the rear-mounted, air-cooled flat-six engine derived from the Chevrolet Corvair platform, typically producing around 95 to 110 horsepower. While Watney signed modest, the lightweight construction allowed the Ultravan to cruise at highway speeds and achieve fuel economy figures between 14 and 18 miles per gallon, impressive for its size during that era. The rear engine configuration provided a flat interior floor and balanced weight distribution, improving ride quality compared to front-engine truck-based RVs. Independent suspension and a low center of gravity enhanced handling, making the Ultravan feel more stable at speed. Inside, it offered practical living space, including sleeping areas, a small kitchen, and bathroom facilities, all arranged efficiently within its compact footprint. Every design decision focused on maximizing function without unnecessary mass. However, the Ultravan's advanced engineering came with limitations. The Corvair-based engine could struggle on steep grades, especially when fully loaded, and required careful maintenance to prevent overheating. Production numbers remained low. Fewer than 400 units were built, partly due to high manufacturing costs and limited distribution. It was not a mass-market RV. It was a specialized product aimed at buyers who appreciated innovation. In the end, the Ultravan was decades ahead of its time. It demonstrated that motorhomes did not need to be oversized, inefficient, and mechanically crude. By combining aerospace construction methods with automotive engineering, it created a new vision of what a motor coach could be. Today, it is remembered not just as a rare collectible, but as one of the most forward-thinking recreational vehicles ever produced. The Dodge Travco, introduced in 1964 and built into the 1970s, became one of the most recognizable motorhomes of its era. Constructed on heavy-duty platforms from Dodge, the Travco featured a distinctive one-piece fiberglass body rather than traditional wood-framed construction. This molded shell improved durability, reduced leaks, and gave the vehicle its rounded, almost futuristic profile. Early models typically used large displacement V8 engines, including 318 and 413 cubic inch options, providing enough torque to move the substantial weight of the coach at highway speeds. However, the earliest versions raised safety concerns. Braking systems, originally designed for lighter commercial vehicles, were often pushed to their limits under the weight of a fully equipped motorhome. Stopping distances were long, and brake fade could occur during heavy use or downhill driving. Steering and suspension systems also struggled with stability at higher speeds, especially before later improvements were introduced. These issues were not unique to Travco, but they were significant during a period when RV regulations and safety standards were still developing. Despite early concerns, the Travco earned a strong reputation for durability and longevity. The fiberglass body resisted rust, and the solid Dodge chassis proved dependable when properly maintained. Thousands were produced, and many remain on the road today, a testament to their build quality. In the end, the Dodge Travco combined bold design with practical engineering, overcoming early safety challenges to become one of the most iconic American motorhomes of the 1960s and 1970s. The Clark Cortez motorhome, produced from 1963 to 1969 by Clark Equipment Company, looked like it had arrived from the future. Its wide, low fiberglass body, panoramic front glass, and squared yet modern lines made it stand apart from the boxy motorhomes of its time. It was marketed as a fully integrated motor coach rather than a converted truck, and its bold design immediately attracted attention in a rapidly growing RV market. Underneath that futuristic shell, however, the engineering sparked debate. Early models used a front-wheel drive system paired with a 318 cubic inch V8 sourced from Chrysler. This layout was highly unusual for a motorhome in the 1960s. Front-wheel drive eliminated the need for a rear drive shaft, creating a flat interior floor and improving space efficiency. But the drivetrain was complex, heavy, and expensive to maintain. Later versions switched to a more conventional rear-wheel drive layout with a 307 cubic inch engine from General Motors to improve reliability and reduce costs. The Cortez was also extremely heavy, often exceeding 10,000 pounds, making performance modest despite V8 power. Fuel economy was low, and braking systems had to work hard to control the weight. Still, the fiberglass body resisted rust, and the solid construction gave it durability that many competitors lacked. Fewer than 4,000 units were built, but many survived for decades due to their robust structure. In the end, the Clark Cortez was controversial not because it failed, but because it attempted advanced engineering before the industry was ready. It combined innovative design with ambitious mechanical choices, some of which proved difficult in real-world use. Today, it is remembered as one of the most distinctive and daring motorhomes of the 1960s, futuristic in appearance, complex in execution, and undeniably ahead of its time.